After my previous double board bomb pot experience going pretty well, I decided to go back to the Wynn and play the same game, and it's actually a pretty similar lineup, same seat. Let's see if we can get a similar result. We're in for 500. Let's get into it. Regarding double board bomb pots, you're going to get your 4 cards as usual. There's no pre-flop action. It goes right to 2 boards, and the winner of each board takes down half the pot. So here I look down at ace-10, 7-3, single suited to the ace on the button. So not the greatest hand, but there's one limper ahead of me. I decide to limp, and both the blinds checks. We're going 4 ways to a flop. Flop comes king 7-5 rainbow. When it checks to me, I check, so we're still going 4 ways to a turn. Turn brings a pretty good card for us. It's the 2 of clubs, and checks to me again. I decide to check, so we're still going 4 ways to a river. River gives us the nuts and the queen of clubs. Small blind bets 20, big blind calls, and I decide to go pretty small here to try to see if I can get one caller, maybe both of them to call. I make it 45, and both players do call. So I show my hand, and they both muck and say, good bet. You wouldn't have been able to get any more, so we're taking it down. So here I look down at king, king, queen, queen, double suited in the small blind in a bomb pot. We're going 7 ways to 2 boards, which come ace, ace, deuce, rainbow, and jack, 6, 4, rainbow. I check. The short stack directly across from me pushes for 75. The cutoff calls, and as pretty as my hand is, I have to fold on this board. And they're going heads up to 2 runouts. So the boards end up running out with a 7 and an 8 on the top board and a 10 and a 5 on the bottom board. And the short stack directly across from me shows ace 10, 6, 5. And he's going to scoop against the cutoffs ace 9, 6, 3. Here I look down at king 8, 3, 3, single suited to the king in the cutoff in another bomb pot. And we're going to 2 flops of queen, deuce, deuce, and 7, 3, 3. When it checks to me, I bet 40, and everyone folds, so we take it down. Here I look down at king, jack, jack 10, single suited to the king in middle position. There's an early position raised to 15, 1 caller, I call, and both the blinds call, so we're going 5 ways to a flop. Flop comes 9, 3, 3 with 2 diamonds. When action checks to me, I bet 25, and everyone folds, so we take it down. So here's another bomb pot. I look down at ace, ace, 10, 10, single suited to the ace in middle position. We're going to 2 boards, and they come out 10, 9, 2 with 2 diamonds and 9, 6, 3 rainbow. When it checks to me, I bet 80, and we get 3 callers, so we're going 4 ways to a turn. The turns bring a king of hearts on the top and a 3 of hearts on the bottom. When it checks to me, I pot it, and only the short stack calls, so we're going heads up to 2 rivers. Rivers bring a king of diamonds on the top and a jack of spades on the bottom. I turn over my hand, and she says we're good, so we're taking it down. Here I look down at ace 9, 6, 2, double suited in early position. I limp, 2 late position limpers, and both the blinds complete, so we're going 5 ways to a flop. Flop comes 9, 7, 2 rainbow. When it checks to me, I bet 10, and only the small blind calls, so we're going heads up to a turn. Turn brings a 3. When my opponent checks to me, if I had the best hand on the flop, I should still have the best hand here, so I bet 35, and he calls, so we're going heads up still to a river. River brings another 7, so obviously not a great card, but my opponent checks to me. I don't really believe I can get value from worse, so I just decided to check with my showdown value here. And I turn over my hand, and he turns over his 9, 8, 5, 2. So we both had 9s and deuces, but deuces got canceled out, and we're taking it down. Here I look down at king, king, 4, 3, double suited in the big blind. The cutoff makes it 15, button calls, and I call. So we're going 3 ways to a flop. Flop comes king, 4, 3, rainbow. I check, original raiser bets 40, button folds, and I make it 150. He thinks for a little bit and makes the call. So we're going heads up to a turn. Turn brings a queen, bringing in the backdoor flush draw. I bet 350, and he goes well into the tank, and he starts talking to himself, and he eventually says, I guess you got it, and folds. So we take it down. Here's another bomb pot. We look down at ace, ace, 10, 3, triple suited to the ace in middle position. Flops come out ace, 6, 4 with 2 clubs and queen, 9, 6 rainbow. I bet 60, and we get 2 callers, so we're going 3 ways to a turn. Turns bring a 7 of clubs on the top and a jack on the bottom. I check, and action checks through, so we're going 3 ways to a river. Rivers bring a 10 on the top and an 8 on the bottom, bringing in a 1-liner. I decide to check, even though I do have the 10 blocker, and both my opponents check as well. I turn over my hand, the next opponent turns over her hand. She has king, queen, 9, 7, so we end up chopping with her 2 pair. Here's another bomb pot. I look down at ace, ace, 9, 3, single suited to the ace on the button. Seems like I only get aces in bomb pots, which could be a good or bad thing. Flops come out 10, 10, 9 with 2 diamonds on the top and 8, 7, 6 with 2 hearts on the bottom. Small blind bets pot for 160. Big blind folds. Next player calls all in for less, and the player behind him also calls all in for less. Back to me, I fold, and they're going 3 ways to a run out. Turn brings a 3 on the top, ace of diamonds on the bottom. River brings a king of spades on the top and 10 of clubs on the bottom. Before they can turn over their hand, the guy on my right says, man, it'd be good to have 10-9 here, huh? And as soon as he does, one of the middle position short stacks shows his hand. He has 10-9, 5-2. So he's going to scoop the pot. Here I look down at king, king, queen, jack, triple suited to the king in early position. I open a 15 and we get 4 callers, so we're going 5 ways to a flop. Flop comes 9-4-2 with 2 spades. Small blind leads 75, folds to me, and I fold. One of the late position players called and they were going heads up to a turn, which brought a 9 of clubs. They went check, check. River brought a 7 of spades, bringing in the front door flush. Small blind leads 150 and the other players call. And it ends up being 2-2 versus ace king of spades. Here look down at king king 8-6 double suited in the big blind in a straddled pot. There's a late position limp. I make it 45. Straddler pushes for 60. Limper calls and I call, so we're going 3 ways to a flop. Flop comes jack 10-6 with 2 diamonds. I check and the late position player checks back, so going to a turn. Turn brings an ace. I check and late position player checks back again. River brings a 4 diamonds. I check. Late position player bets 60. I fold. And he turns over his hand. He has ace, jack, jack, 9 with nut diamonds. So he's going to take it down. So this is the last of my Vegas vlogs. All in all, I'd say it was a pretty successful trip. I won all of my sessions except for the short I posted a couple weeks ago. The session I played at resorts. Met some really cool people. I met 4-time bracelet winner Mickey Appleman at the Aria, along with some other East Coasters. Here at the Wynn, I met some pretty cool people. Keith, who was sitting to my left, both sessions. I met Jordan from Portland. I met Russell. So definitely cool to meet some vlog watchers. So if any of them are watching, hope you guys are doing well. Game had taken a turn for the worse. I was getting a little tired and I decided to rack up. What's up, guys? Wayne back here with you. So I just finished up at the Wynn. I'm actually over at Resorts World right now, waiting to get into the 1-2 over here. Game was pretty good. Really the bomb pots is kind of what made my session. I had the aces and 10s in the early bomb pot. I ended up scooping that, and then I got aces another 2 times in bomb pots. Chopped on the first one, and then that one towards the end there ended up having to fold. Guy had 9-10, which was the nuts basically on both boards. I ended up getting kings on back-to-back there at the end, and ended up losing both. Game was pretty good. I just really, besides the bomb pots, was pretty card dead. So I was in for 500, out for 13-14, so a win of 8-14. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like and subscribe button. If your viewing experience could have been better, please let me know how down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.